Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about a place we all love to shop and where it's easiest to lose our minds, Costco. I know we've all been there, pushing that enormous cart, gazing at the endless rows of products, and feeling the overwhelming urge to buy one of everything. This is especially true when you walk into that tempting fresh food section. That delicious smell of rotisserie chicken, the beautifully marbled beef, the fruit that looks so sweet it must be candy. It's the ultimate test of our willpower. But, friends, did you know that Costco's fresh food department is full of secrets? These are secrets that only insiders or people who have been shopping there for over a decade know. They know when the meat is at its freshest, which label signals a hidden discount, and which products are traps you'll regret buying. Today, I'm here for an exclusive reveal, sharing all the valuable intelligence I've gathered from veteran Costco employees. This video is packed with high-value, top-quality information. After watching, I promise your next trip to the Costco fresh food section will be like you have X-ray vision. You'll see every opportunity to save money and find the best quality goods. You'll spend the same or even less for better and more valuable products than ever before. If you're tired of being a Costco rookie who only knows how to grab a rotisserie chicken and you want to be the money-saving expert in your friend group, then you absolutely cannot miss today's video. The bakery section, timing is everything. First, let's head to the area that hits you with its amazing aroma the moment you walk in, the bakery. The variety of breads, cakes, and pastries is dizzying, and the prices are usually a fraction of what you'd pay at a regular bakery. But did you know there are a few tricks to getting the freshest and most delicious items? Secret 1, the golden hour of baking. Have you ever stared at a shelf full of bread, wanting to try everything but worried you'll get something that's been sitting out for hours? Don't worry, a veteran Costco employee shared a little secret with me. Most Costco bakeries have an unwritten baking schedule. Generally, the first 1 to 2 hours after the store opens is when the first batch of bread, like the much-loved croissants, bagels, and baguettes, comes out of the ovens. At this time, the bread is still warm, with a crispy crust and a soft interior, and the aroma is at its peak. If you're a bread lover who wants the best possible texture, try to get your Costco shopping done early. But what if you can only go in the afternoon? Don't worry, you can still get fresh items. To meet the demands of the afternoon rush, the bakery usually does a second major bake between 2 and 4 p.m. So even if you shop after work, you still have a good chance of finding freshly baked bread. How to judge freshness. Besides timing, there's a more direct way to check. Gently, and I mean gently, press the edge of the bread through the packaging. If it springs back quickly, it's very fresh and the internal structure is full of elasticity. If it stays compressed or returns slowly, it's likely been on the shelf for a while. Another tip is to look at the bottom of the bread. Freshly baked bread will often be slightly moist on the bottom from the heat and have a more uniform color. Secret 2, the overlooked high-value hidden gems. Beyond the star attractions, the Costco bakery has some hidden gems with an incredible cost-to-performance ratio. Their packaging might be simple and they may not be in a prime location, but these are the items that savvy shoppers quietly buy again and again. Muffins. The muffins at Costco are a must-buy. A box usually contains 2 flavors, and they are enormous and packed with ingredients. Whether it's the chocolate chip or blueberry variety, every bite is full of goodness. Many employees say this is their favorite dessert to buy because it's not only delicious, but also incredibly affordable. One box can cover breakfast and afternoon snacks for days. If you can't finish them, they freeze perfectly. A quick warm-up in the oven or microwave makes them taste just like new. Country or sourdough bread. These simple European-style breads might not be for everyone, but they are true champions of quality. They usually don't have a lot of fancy flavorings, which allows you to taste the pure aroma of the flour. These breads are incredibly versatile. You can toast slices for breakfast with butter or jam, use them for sandwiches, or pair them with a hearty soup. Because their ingredients are so simple, they are often a healthier choice. Secret 3, the custom cake service. Many people don't realize that Costco offers a custom cake service. If you need a large cake for a birthday, a Canada Day party, or another special occasion, you should definitely consider it. You just need to fill out an order form at the bakery 1 or 2 days in advance. You can choose your cake base, usually vanilla and chocolate, your preferred icing flavor, and even have a custom message or simple design added. The best part is that Costco's custom cakes are significantly cheaper than those from many other bakeries and are massive, perfect for sharing. While the decorations might not be as elaborate, the ingredients are solid and the taste is excellent. Next time a friend has a birthday, skip the expensive cake shop and give Costco's custom cakes a try. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Secret 4, look for best before discounts. Since bakery items have a short shelf life, you can often find discounts on products nearing their expiry date. Typically, in the last hour or two before closing, staff will begin to organize the shelves and put special discount stickers on bread and desserts that expire that day or the next. This is the perfect time to grab a bargain. The discounts can sometimes be surprisingly steep. If you don't mind the short shelf life and plan to eat the items right away, don't miss this opportunity. However, this is based on luck. It's not available every day, and the best items get snatched up quickly. The meat department, cracking the butcher's code. All right, that's it for the bakery. Feeling like you've learned a lot already? That was just the appetizer. Now we're heading into the heart of the fresh food section, the meat department. For many home cooks and foodies, this is paradise, but it's also where your knowledge and keen eye are put to the test. If you choose wisely, you can enjoy restaurant quality meals for less than market price. Make the wrong choice, and you'll waste money and sacrifice both flavor and quality. But don't be afraid. With the butcher's codes I'm sharing today, you'll easily become a meat selection expert. Secret 5, understand the hidden information on the label. The label on Costco meat does more than just tell you the price and weight. It contains a lot of important hidden information. Pay attention to the packaging date. This date is critical. It tells you when the meat was cut and packaged. In theory, the closer this date is to your purchase date, the fresher the meat. Many seasoned Costco shoppers have a habit of reaching to the very back of the shelf to get the most recently packaged meat, as employees typically stock new items from the back, pushing older ones forward. Look at the grade, especially for beef. The grade directly determines the texture and price of the beef. In Canada, Costco primarily sells high-quality grades of beef. The top grades you will see are O Canada Prime. This is the highest grade of beef with the richest and most evenly distributed marbling, similar to a marble pattern. This beef is the most tender and juicy, perfect for steaks that melt in your mouth with just a little searing. Of course, it's also the most expensive. Canada AAA. This is the most common high-quality grade found in stores. The marbling is excellent, and while not as rich as prime, the texture and flavor are still top-notch. AA grade beef is very versatile, great for grilling, roasting, or stewing, and offers the best value for its quality. Form O Canada AA and A. These grades have less fat and marbling, resulting in leaner meat that is not quite as tender. They are best suited for slow cooking methods like stewing or braising. Most of the beef at Costco is Canada AAA or Prime, which is why so many people find it exceptionally delicious. So next time you're buying beef, check the label and choose the grade that best fits your cooking needs and budget. Secret 6, the hidden gem cuts of beef, the king of value. Besides well-known cuts like ribeye, filet mignon, and short ribs, Costco's meat department has some hidden treasures. These cuts might have unfamiliar names, but they are cheaper and when prepared correctly, just as delicious as the premium cuts. I highly recommend looking for the flat iron steak, sometimes called blade steak. This cut comes from the chuck, the shoulder area, which is a well-exercised muscle, making the meat flavorful. There is a tough line of sinew that runs through the middle, but once it's removed, the tenderness of the meat is comparable to a filet mignon. That's why it's nicknamed the butcher's secret. It often costs half as much as a ribeye, but delivers over 80% of the flavor and texture. It's a phenomenal value. Another gem is the beef chuck roast. This cut is leaner but has a very rich beefy flavor. It's perfect for slow cooking methods like a red wine beef stew, or you can slice it thinly for dishes like hot pot, where its robust flavor can truly shine. Secret 7, tips for selecting pork and chicken. Now that we've covered beef, let's look at pork and chicken. For pork, you have to try Costco's pork shoulder butt or Boston butt. It's usually sold as a large, uncut piece at a very reasonable price. This cut is well marbled, making it tender and flavorful. It's perfect for making pulled pork, roasts, or sliced, for grilling and stir frying. Buying a large piece and cutting it yourself at home, freezing some portions for later, is much more economical than buying pre-cut slices. For chicken, in addition to the popular breasts and thighs, buying a whole roaster chicken is an incredibly economical choice. Costco's whole chickens are usually well cleaned, and the price is much lower than buying the individual parts separately. You can butcher a whole chicken at home. The breasts can be used for chicken cutlets or strips. The legs and wings are great for roasting or braising, and the remaining carcass can be used to make a delicious and healthy soup stock. Using every part of the chicken is the ultimate way to save money. The seafood section, the thawing secret. Next, we arrive at the gleaming seafood section. The salmon, shrimp, and scallops all look incredibly tempting, but did you know that many of the items in the fresh seafood display, especially those on ice, were previously frozen and thawed for sale? This isn't to say they aren't fresh. For transport and preservation reasons, a lot of seafood is flash frozen on the boat immediately after being caught to lock in maximum freshness. It is then shipped to Costco and thawed based on sales demand to be sold on the ice beds. So how does this affect your shopping? The key is that you should not refreeze seafood that has been thawed. Repeated freezing and thawing will destroy the cellular structure of the seafood, causing it to lose moisture, become mushy, and be more susceptible to bacteria. So if you buy salmon or shrimp from the ice bed, plan to cook and eat it that day or the next. If you want to stock up on seafood for longer storage, go directly to the freezer aisle and buy the products that have been kept frozen the entire time. How to judge seafood freshness? Oh, check the eyes. If it's a whole fish, the eyes should be clear, bright, and plump. Cloudy or sunken eyes are a sign that it's not fresh. Oh, smell it. Fresh seafood should have a mild scent of the ocean, not a strong fishy odor. If there's any unpleasant or ammonia-like smell, do not buy it. Oh, touch the flesh. Gently press the flesh with your finger. If it's firm, elastic, and bounces back, it's fresh. If it's soft, mushy, or leaves an indent, it's past its prime. Portioning and storing your bulk buys. We all know that meat and seafood from Costco come in large packages, which can be too much for smaller families to eat at once. That's why what you do when you get home is crucial. My advice is to portion everything out immediately. Based on your typical meal size, divide the meat or seafood into smaller portions. For example, you can separate steaks individually, portion ground meat by weight, or divide shrimp by the dozen. When portioning, it's best to use freezer-specific bags and squeeze out as much air as possible to create a semi-vacuum seal. This helps prevent freezer burn, which is when food dries out and discolors from dehydration. Get into the habit of writing the contents and the date on each bag with a marker. This will help you manage your freezer and ensure you're using the oldest items first, preventing anything from being forgotten in the back until the end of time. Lay the portioned bags flat in the freezer. They'll freeze faster and save space. When done correctly, Costco's meat and seafood can be stored in the freezer for several months without a significant loss in flavor or texture. The produce section, navigating the garden of treasures. Now let's explore the colorful produce section. It's like a giant treasure garden where the fruits are always big and sweet, and the vegetables look exceptionally fresh and clean. But this beautiful garden has a few small traps, and you'll need a little wisdom to find the real treasures. Secret 10. Read the origin label to avoid long-distance travelers. When buying produce, there's a crucial detail that many people overlook: the country of origin. Costco sources produce from all over the world. Some of it is local, while some is shipped from thousands of kilometers away. As a general rule, locally grown produce is always your best choice. Why? First, a shorter travel distance means the fruits and vegetables can be picked when they are more mature, so their flavor and sweetness are usually better. Fruits that have to travel long distances, like blueberries or grapes from South America, are often picked when they are only partially ripe and then ripened during transit, which naturally compromises their taste. Second, local produce is fresher and has lost fewer nutrients. Plus, supporting local Canadian farmers is a more environmentally friendly way to shop. So next time you're picking out apples, tomatoes, or lettuce, take a few seconds to check the origin on the label. If there are multiple options, try to choose the one grown closest to you, whether it's product of Canada, grown in BC, or product of Ontario. Secret 11, is organic really worth it? Costco's organic section is constantly expanding, and many people wonder if it's worth spending the extra money. There's no single answer, it depends on your personal needs and budget. But here are a few insights from insiders to help you decide. Familiarize yourself with the Dirty Dozen and Clean 15 lists. These guides rank produce based on pesticide residue levels. Consider buying non-organic for items with thick peels that you don't eat, such as avocados, pineapples, onions, bananas, and melons. They tend to have lower pesticide residues. Strongly consider buying organic for items that you eat the skin of or that have very thin skin. Things like strawberries, spinach, kale, apples, peaches, and grapes are consistently on the dirty list. If your budget allows, choosing organic for these is a good idea. Costco's own brand, Kirkland Signature, offers many high-quality organic products at a great value. Many employees say that Kirkland Signature organic items like spinach, strawberries, and maple syrup are very competitive in both quality and price, making them a top choice for internal staff. Secret 12, avoid the sweet trap of out-of-season fruit. Seeing big red strawberries in the middle of winter or bright colorful citrus in the summer might be tempting, but hold on, this could be a sweet trap. Out-of-season fruits are typically shipped from the southern hemisphere or grown in greenhouses. Not only are they very expensive, but their taste and flavor are nowhere near as good as their in-season counterparts. True experts and money savers know how to eat with the seasons. Eating what's in season not only ensures you get the freshest, most delicious, and most nutritious produce, but it's also when prices are at their lowest. Spring is the time for asparagus and strawberries. Summer is all about berries, peaches, watermelon, and corn. Fall is the harvest season for apples, squash, and Brussels sprouts. Winter brings citrus fruits and root vegetables to the forefront. Following the seasons when you shop will naturally make your cart healthier, tastier, and more affordable. Secret 13, the hidden cost of salad kits and pre-cut vegetables. Costco's pre-packaged salads and pre-cut vegetables look incredibly convenient, especially for busy professionals. But that convenience comes with a hidden cost. First, the price. If you calculate the price per unit, you'll find that these pre-processed vegetables are much more expensive than buying them whole and cutting them yourself. A large part of what you're paying for is the labor. Second, freshness. Once a vegetable is cut, its surface begins to oxidize and nutrients are lost more quickly. They might still look fresh, but their vitality is slowly diminishing. My advice is, unless you truly have no time, try to buy whole fruits and vegetables and prepare them yourself. This will not only save you money, but also ensure you're eating the freshest and most nutritious food. Of course, if you occasionally need a quick meal or are preparing for a party, these pre-processed products are a great time saver. Secret 14, embrace frozen fruits and veggies to save money and time. Many people are biased against frozen produce, thinking it's less nutritious and tasty than fresh. In reality, this is a misconception. Modern flash freezing technology can freeze fruits and vegetables at their peak freshness and nutritional value. 8. In fact, they can retain more nutrients than fresh produce that has been sitting on a shelf for days. And on Costco's frozen produce aisle is a treasure trove worth exploring. Frozen berries, blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are often much cheaper than fresh, and you never have to worry about them spoiling. 8. They are perfect for smoothies, desserts, or adding to yogurt and oatmeal. Frozen green beans, corn, and broccoli. These are incredibly convenient to have on hand. Just toss a handful into stir-fries or soups to easily boost your vegetable intake. Frozen avocado chunks. It can be hard to get the timing right with fresh avocados. One minute they're rock hard, the next they're brown. Frozen avocado chunks solve this problem perfectly. Use exactly what you need for guacamole or smoothies. Using frozen produce can save you a lot of money, reduce food waste from spoilage, and make your diet more balanced and convenient. The ultimate secrets for hardcore fans only. Now that your brain is filled with all these money-saving tips, our Costco expedition isn't over yet. Finally, let's summarize with some ultimate secrets that only the most dedicated shoppers know. Secret 15, learn the secret language of price tags. Costco's price tags are like a secret code. If you can read them, you'll know which items are on clearance, which are about to be discontinued, and which are at their absolute lowest price. Price ending in 99. This is the standard regular price. No special discount here. 1113. Price ending in to 97. When you see this, put it in your cart immediately, without hesitation. This means the item is on clearance, a special markdown decided by the manager. This is usually the lowest price you'll see for this item at Costco, and once it's sold out, it's gone. Price ending in 49 or man, this usually indicates a manufacturer's promotion. The price is lower than the regular 99, but not as low as a 97 clearance. These are often special prices offered by the manufacturer to test a new product or boost sales. Some certain and I'm mistress say in the top right corner. This is what fans call the Death Star. It means the product is about to be discontinued. Once the current stock is sold, it won't be reordered. If you see the asterisk on a product you love, now is your last chance to stock up. Whether it's on sale or not, buy it now because you may never see it again. By mastering this price code, you can shop like an intelligence agent, accurately identifying the real deals and making the smartest purchasing decisions. Secret 16, make use of Costco's 100% satisfaction guarantee return policy. Costco has one of the most generous, some might say unbeatable, return policies in the entire retail industry, a 100% satisfaction guarantee. This means that for nearly any item you buy, with a few exceptions like electronics which have a 90-day limit, if you are not satisfied for any reason at any time with or without the original packaging, you can theoretically return it for a full refund. So this policy also applies to fresh food. If you buy a bag of apples and find half of them are bruised, return it. If you buy a steak, cook it, and don't like the texture, return it. If you buy a cake, eat half, and decide it's too sweet, yes, you heard me right, you can theoretically return that too. Of course, we should all be responsible consumers and not abuse this policy. However, this guarantee gives us the ultimate peace of mind, allowing us to try new products without any risk. If you see a fruit you've never tried or a new sauce you're curious about, don't hesitate. Buy it and give it a try. If you really don't like it, Costco has your back. Secret 17, 2 ways for non-members to enjoy Costco perks. Some people may feel that a Costco membership isn't worth it if they have a small family or live far away, but there are a couple of tricks that allow non-members to enjoy the benefits of Costco. 1. Use a Costco shop card. This is essentially a gift card issued by Costco. Chapter 17, ting. Anyone can use a shop card to make purchases in the warehouse without showing a membership card at checkout. So, you can ask a friend with a membership to buy one for you, and then you're free to shop. Section 2. Go with a member. This is the simplest and most direct method. A member can bring up to 2 guests into the store. You can shop together and split some of the bulk items, like a carton of eggs or a large bag of bread. This way you can enjoy Costco's low prices without creating waste. Finally, I want to share the most important money-saving mindset. The biggest danger at Costco is impulse buying. Because everything seems so cheap and comes in such large quantities, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, if I buy it, I'm saving money. The result is that you leave with a full cart, only to get home and realize you can't possibly finish everything before it expires. That isn't saving money, it's a bigger waste. So before you go to Costco, please be sure to do these 2 things. 1, make a shopping list. Know exactly what you need to buy and stick to your list. For anything not on your list, unless it has a signed 97 price or an asterisk and it's something you love, think twice. 2, never ever shop on an empty stomach. This is a lesson learned the hard way. When you're hungry, your brain loses all reason. Everything looks delicious and you'll want to buy it all. The result is a cart full of unplanned snacks and prepared foods. True savings isn't about how many cheap things you buy. It's about ensuring that every dollar you spend is on something you truly need, and that will improve your quality of life. Well, friends, that's all for today's grand reveal of Costco's fresh food secrets from the golden hour At the bakery, to the butcher's code in the meat department, the produce section's traps, and the ultimate pro tips, I'm confident that today's content has given you a whole new perspective on Costco. I hope these secrets help you shop smarter, eat healthier, and save more on your next trip. If you found today's video helpful, please don't hesitate to give it a like and share it with your friends and family who also love shopping at Costco. Let's all become savvier consumers together. And feel free to share your own Costco money-saving tips in the comments below, or let me know which store's savings guide you'd like to see next. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!